them. Here from the Center for Community Alternatives and a leader in the field of community-based alternatives to incarceration is Laurel Rinaldi, the Director of Client Development for the Center. Thanks for being here, Laurel.
Thanks for having us.
And joining us now, you just met him, the star of the video we just watched, Compliance Monitor, Rafael Quintana. Great to see you in person,
Thank you.
sir.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Well, BRIC's Media Share is a 10 to 12-month engagement with a mentor, which aims to train and support nonprofits. To tell us more about the program, we have Media Share producing mentor Andrew Filippone Jr., who worked with the Center for Community Alternatives in last year's program. Welcome back to VK Live, Andrew.
Thank you.
By the way, for any interested organizations watching us, applications for this year's program open at the end of this month. We just needed to get that out of the way in case it didn't come up later.
So Laurel, you've been mixed up with these characters at least for the last year, making this thing happen. How did you get involved in the Media Share program?
So we heard about it from our development person, and I run programming. So at first there was some hesitation to take on one more thing. But then when we heard that there is this component that not only would we be making a film, but also training that could possibly support our staff and our youth that we work with, we became more interested. and then Andrew came, and that was just a blessing, as Q would say, because he really integrated into our staff, was there every week. And so we really just kind of created a little community around making media, and that is something that we had not done at all. We're a social service agency. We had no media, but now we do, and we have people that are still making it, which is great.
Yeah. So Q, how do you feel like that integration has helped the center and you personally even?
For me, it helped me a lot because I left my emotions inside. So for me, it's like a journey, and to express myself, see beautiful things, you know, and record a CCA, you know, everybody in CCA. So it's about it.
Yeah, I could really see that in the film. I mean, it was not just about sharing what the center does. It was about sharing yourself and your experience, which is really beautiful.
Thank you.
So Andrew, you're walking through the door. How did this guy become the star of the show over there, besides the obvious?
Exactly, charisma, right? I mean, we started by not having any expectations and no ideas. So it was just coming in to meet CCA, meet the staff, and say, what do you guys do? Who are you? And who are you really? Get beyond the marketing language, get beyond all the boilerplate stuff. And the first assignment was just take your phones, take your iPads, whatever you have, and just show us who you are, show us what you do every day. If it's making coffee, just take us with you and do that. And we came back a week later, and Q had filmed maybe 15 or 20 clips, and he said, I filmed a couple things, and he turned his phone over.
Coffee each time?
He created, should I tell him the plot line? He created a story that he was going to get a haircut. And he heard that somebody in his organization is great at giving haircuts, and he's going to find out who this person is. So on his own, he created the storyline, created the character, and off he went. And it was fantastic stuff, and it's about to be edited, so that story's coming. So he did this on his own.
So the program basically becomes tailored around the people that you're working with. Each time it's a different manifestation.
It has to be, I think, because every organization is different in terms of staff, in terms of mission, in terms of resources. So I think it's very important for the mentor to go in and saying, who are you, what do you have? And how can we be complementary and not give you another job to do? Now you're also video producers. There's no time for that. So.
Well, it's definitely what the adage, you teach somebody to fish, so now you guys are fisher people out there learning. So, so how has this evolved and worked its way into the mission of what you do at CCA?
I mean, so there's the tangible, exciting thing that we have been able to have media to share with funders. So a recent example is Giving Tuesday that a lot of nonprofit organizations know about, something we hadn't participated before. And our executive director was asking, well, we don't have any media content, so how are we going to, put together a social media campaign with the capacity we have? And I was like, well, actually, we do have some media footage, and so we put together a Q Files every Tuesday coming up to Giving Tuesday, and we made $15,000.
Wow.
And we were shocked. We had
Yeah.
no idea that many people were out there that were interested,
impact.
but you know what Q did
Yeah.
resonated with them, definitely. So, yeah.
So you're getting the money, which is good. Q, are you guys also reaching different audiences that you never would have before, perhaps younger ones?
She's trying to ask about the fan mail.
Yeah. Yeah.
The gist.
Yeah, we touching everybody, you know. For me, this is all new. I mean, media, with all this, but it's touching everybody. Youth, adults, so it's CCA, Q Files, watch it.
Watch the Q Files. Are you an X Files fan? Yes. That's nothing to ever be ashamed about, Q.
So Andrew, what was the process like of working with everyone? We have one great example here who translated into dollars and cents for the organization. But what is the process like? Because everyone there, I imagine, who took the class benefits from it.
Absolutely. We talked about assigning tasks to different people. People naturally gravitated to certain parts of the production process. So we designated Q. Q is on camera. Q's the guy who's going to take us to everybody else. There was someone on staff who liked the organizational thing. They became kind of a post-production supervisor. So Q would film, bring the phone to this person, they would offload. Somebody else had a natural interest in editing. And they'll be taking some classes here actually at BRIC in the Premiere Lab to become the primary editor. So everybody naturally found their space in the production workflow.
Yeah.
And then are you still with them, or is there a point where you just kind of naturally pull away
The grant
and
doesn't
let them
end.
fly?
Exactly, that's the goal. That
Yeah.
once I'm gone, the skills are there and they see the results and they can keep going.
Okay, can I be the company man for just 1 second? This is the genius part because you guys are members of our community who we value. This guy comes in and he gives you some skills and you take those first few wings, and then we have a place here, a physical plant, where you can continue that education and become an editor and get certified and do all that stuff for little to no money. So thank you for being a part of that complete evolution. Like,
thank you.
It's a good thing. No, like you make us better. Thank you for being with us and showing that it works.
Yeah.
Good job.
This is
to
just the
all
beginning,
there.
I think.
It's just the beginning.
Q Files.
There's an entire course catalog
we love hearing.
and the work that CCA does. So where can we find the course catalog and get involved in BRIC #1 from you?
Where can you find the course?
Yeah,
catalog?
all
Brick-
of this jazz. Give us-
BRICartsmedia.org
Right.
/MediaShare.
There's a deadline we need repeating of for new applications.
The deadline will be early March. 2017 applications open next week for
Okay.
the 2017 grant cycle.
And just before we get out of here, how you guys, you have enough money. You got $15,000,
Yeah.
so you don't want any more donations, right?
We have produced a few more.
Okay,
produce a
just
few
drop the
more
website
coupons.
on us so we can take it
Sure.
home.
It's communityalternatives.org.
Community Alternatives. Thank you so much.